how come I get lug all heavy stuff and you get a couple of scatter cushions and a lampshade?
Doesn't do for a man in my condition to do lifting.
Your condition being 4 stone overweight.
My condition being spondylolisthesis, caused by years of lugging heavy carcasses and less of your cheek.
Morning.
Morning. I told you we should have done this under cover of darkness. I'll be the talk of the street, I will.
Some people have better things to talk about.
Then gossip about a man who's flitting from his marital home before thinks even drying his wedding certificate. It'll be headline news, that will. I say it'll be headline news. Now, come on, let's get that divan set.
Deirdre, hi.
Ken, I think I owe you an apology.
Typical of Weatherfield Council. Dumping us in an haunted house. I bet they did it deliberate.
Yeah. Probably thought we'd scare it off.
Have a good mind to go down there and complain.
You know what? They'd laugh at you.
They might be able to do something about it. Send somebody out.
Like who? Council exorcist? They won't come out for a block lavvy, never mind a ghost. Anyway, how do you know it is a ghost?
You heard what Audrey Roberts said. It's been around for years.
Oh, she was having a laugh.
No, Les. I've had a funny feeling about this house ever since we moved in.
Oh, give over.
I mean it, Les. I felt a presence.
When?
In bed, at night. Sort of prickly feeling.
Oh, that'll be them horse blankets.
Do you remember what that gypsy said to me in Morecambe? About me being a bit psychic?
She also said we'd come into some money.
Les, it is not my imagination. There's definitely something.
I know, love. I felt it too. The only joke to stop myself from being scared.
It's that Ivy Brennan. I know it is.
Who's Ivy Brennan?
That woman that used to live here. Her that married that nutty bloke that's just crashed his car.
Oh, I've heard Gail going on about her. She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah, but your mum reckons she's still around in spirit, like. Quite possibly in your bedroom.
Needless to say, I shan't be seeing any more of him.
I saw him heading towards the flat the other day, and is it terrible of me to say? I thought he wasn't looking his usual smug self.
He came to try and explain. I didn't give him much chance when I confronted him at the airport. And, of course, he couldn't run after me because there'd have been nobody to mind the till.
You went to the airport, then?
Well, I had to after what you told me.
I got the distinct impression you didn't believe a word I said. You thought I was making it all up to come between you both.
Yeah, well, I didn't at first. And then, the more I thought about it...
Look, John and I never hit it off, but I promise you, Deirdre, I'd never do anything to stand in the way of your happiness.
I know that, Ken.
And knowing what I did, I couldn't let you carry on.
Making a fool of myself?
Living a lie.
I'd have done the same in your position.
I hope you would.
It was still a bit of a shock, though, seeing him standing behind a counter, popping a tie into a paper bag. John Lindsay, tie salesman. Liar.
Look, love, I don't want you getting frightened, but there's been some funny things going on.
What sort of goings on?
Your dad found an empty bottle of vodka in his shoes yesterday.
Oh, quick. Get Mulder and Scully around.
And the record player's been doing some funny things.
Well, I'm not surprised at rubbish you play.
Hey, it's not just our house that's been affected. Clever clogs.
Who else?
Next door.
Percy and Emily.
And Ken Barlow. They've all had stuff go missing.
Well, what sort of stuff?
Brandy, furry cakes.
Oh, I've got all cold.
Television's interfered with.
Yeah, and Percy Sugden apparently had his war medals pinned to his pyjamas. Oh, go on, have a right good old laugh.
Percy Sugden still thinks there's a war on. He's off his rocker.
Oh, yeah, and is Ken Barlow off his rocker? And on me and your dad?
Pass.
You'll come a right cropper one of these days, lady.
Oh, come on. It's not as though anything really weird's happened, like slime oozing out of the walls. It's not as though anyone's actually seen a ghost.
Not yet.
I still don't understand why he did it. I mean, did he do it for kicks? Does he fantasise about being a pilot?
Well, He was a pilot up until a few months ago. He lost his job.
Well, I was a teacher, but I don't go around pretending I still am.
He lost his licence on medical grounds. Apparently, they're very strict about these things.
So I thought, right, I'll get a job in a tie shop and nobody know the difference.
No, you don't understand, Kenny. It was very hard for him to come to terms with. You don't just lose your job and your salary, you lose face.
So you pretend it hasn't happened?
He can't admit what's happened to himself, let alone anyone else.
No, not even the woman he's living with.
Well, especially not the woman he's living with. He thought that if I knew the truth, I wouldn't want to know him.
Surely he didn't think he was going to get away with it forever.
I must have known he'd come crashing down to earth sooner or later. Oh, Ken, I've been such a fool.
Oh, dearie, don't blame yourself.
I should have known it was all too good to be true.
He took us all in, Deirdre. He was very convincing.
You won't tell anybody the truth, will you, Ken? I couldn't bear the thought of people knowing.
Of course not.
20 makes 5, love.
10. I give you 10.
Oh, so you did. Oh, I am sorry, love. This is the second time today I've done that.
I'm not surprised. You look shattered.
Oh, you can say that again.
Not had anyone to answer your advert yet, then?
I've had 1 or 2 enquiries. 3 if you count Leanne Battersby.
Honest?
But no one suitable. What am I saying? You don't need special qualifications to weigh out a quarter of midget gems.
Well, even that might be beyond Leanne Battersby.
No, I'm being too fussy. I know I am. I had a woman in yesterday. She used to work at that newsagent's on Booth Street.
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
She was about my age. Good references, but... Do you know, I just couldn't find it in myself to offer her the job.
Just a gut feeling.
No, I liked the woman. It was just... You're going to think this is daft.
Go on.
It's because I didn't know her.
Why does that matter?
I said you'd think I were daft. I just don't fancy spending 12 hours a day behind this counter with a stranger.
Well, then why don't you ask somebody that you know?
Like who?
Emily Bishop.
Not a good idea. Anyway, she wouldn't be interested.
Right then. Well, ring Mavis and tell her that she's an impossible act to follow. She'll be on the next train home.
I'm going to have to plunge in sooner or later. For one thing, I can't take many more of these 5 o'clock starts.
Well, you should give me a knock. Katie's usually up screaming for a bottle around that time.
Hey, steady on. I might just take you up on that.
Yeah, well, feel free. I'll see you.
See you, love. Ta-ra.
Anyway, I better be getting off. I'm going to be late for work.
Look, why don't you come round tonight? Have something to eat, better than being at home sitting on your own.
Should be me who's cooking you a meal.
Well, if that's an invitation, I accept.
OK, then. Come round about 7. And thanks, Ken. Hello, Emily.
Hello, Emily. Come in. Bye, Deirdre. See you later.
Ominous news. It appears someone's been adjusting our set again.
Oh, your TV?
Mr. Sugden's becoming quite perturbed.
I don't know why you don't get the engineers to look at it.
Well, if it were just the television. Anyway, he's come up with rather a good idea.
Oh, yeah?
He's decided to make door-to-door inquiries. Find out if any other neighbours have noticed anything strange.
Yeah, well, that's probably a good idea.
And then we can convene a meeting of affected residents and decide what to do next.
And you'd like me to attend?
I was hoping I could count on you for rather more than that.
Oh, yes.
Are you going to sit there all morning or what?
I'm off to my restart interview in a minute.
Restart? You never even started.
Oh, here we go.
What are you up to today?
I'm going into town.
Are you all right?
Oh, it's just all this talk of ghosts. I just remembered something really spooky. I can't say it.
Come here, love, and sit down.
Well, yesterday afternoon, about 3 o'clock, I went over to the cabin and I bought a bar of chocolate, fruit and nut. And, well, when I got home,
Yeah?
well, I ate it. And it wasn't till afterwards I noticed
Notice what?
that it didn't have any nuts in it, only raisins. No, that is weird.
Will you do something about her, Les? She's your daughter.
Oh, I'm off.
You're not opening up, are you?
Of course I am.
Place will fetch a better price if it's sold as a going concern.
Not much for concern, a couple of monkey carriers.
Well, I can't get to the cash and carry. I can barely manage to serve what with estate agents to sort out.
We'll have to ask me Uncle Fred if he can give you an hand.
Don't you worry, lad. I'm afraid our moorings let us put the kibosh on that one. Don't you worry. I'll manage.
Yeah, we thought we'd find out if anyone else had been affected and then maybe meet in the Rovers tonight.
Champion idea. You can count me in.
OK, see you then.
See you then.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Can we have a word, Norman?
Don't laugh.
Go on.
Have you noticed anything untoward about the place?
How do you mean?
Hello. Thought you'd be at school by now.
Family crisis. We've got a ghost. And in fact, I think it might be a relative of yours.
Is it now?
Warsaw, well, it's a club. 2 bacon butties, please, girl.
Yeah, but will I like it? And more important, will I be the oldest person there?
Oh, it's great, is Warsaw. I've been 3 times.
I will be the oldest person there.
And they let you in?
Well, they don't know how old I am. When are you going?
Wednesday night. Come on. It'll be cool.
I'll think about it.
No, Ashley. I forbid you to go anywhere near the place.
She can't manage on her own. She's an old woman.
Let her take somebody on, anybody else would.
She's only not out here and there.
Save your breath, Ashley. I've finished with that family.
That had nothing to do with Mrs. Grimes, what happened.
That's a matter of opinion. Besides, if there's one thing I've learned about this whole sorry business, is that being soft, bending over backwards to accommodate people, it gets you nowhere. I say nowhere.
Well, I'll buy it for pop cash and carry for her.
No, Ashley, I mean it. From now on, there's no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Ah, Judy, have you got a minute?
Of course. Who's minding the shop?
Oh, I've closed it for a minute. Actually, I was wondering if you'd be interested in helping me out.
Me?
Just a few hours a day.
What about Katie?
Well, you could bring her in with you. We could put a carry cot in the back room. Well, you said yourself she sleeps most of the day.
She does, yeah.
Well, if you're not interested, just say. I won't be offended.
No, I am, but I'll have to talk to Gary tonight, though.
Right. Well, the job's yours if you want it.
And are you sure about Katie?
Oh, should be no bother. And if she does start playing up, we'll shove a little sweetie in her gob. I'm jars full.
Hello? Anybody home? I've always hated that mirror.
Hey, now she's not 18 for a start.
I just want a word with our Gary. I'll be 2 ticks. Aye.
Oh, what you doing bringing her into a smoky pub?
Oh, 2 minutes won't hurt. Now listen, Reece asked me if I fancy doing a couple of hours every day in cabin to help her out. What do you think?
Who's going to look after Katie?
Well, I'll take her with me.
Well, I can't see Rita going for that, having a kid in shop all day long.
Ah, no, that's where you're wrong, because it were her idea.
Get away.
So what do you think, then? It'll get me out of the house and we could do it extra money.
It's fine by me.
Right? We'll go tell her then. See you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Well, talk about having your cake and eating it.
Eh?
Oh, no offence, like, it's just... Well, most women would have boosted you out, wouldn't they? And found out what you've been up to.
Yeah, I suppose they would.
I mean, I'm not being funny or anything, I'm just saying that, well, at the very least, it must have put a strain on the marriage, surely.
Oh, it has, don't you worry.
Well, you both seem happier than ever.
Don't believe everything you see, it's all a front.
All right. What, with the baby and everything?
Yeah, something like that.
Sonny May! Les! Toya? Start tomorrow first thing. Good day.
It's great.
Yeah, it's better paid than Rovers. And the arcade, bit hour any road.
That's good.
We don't seem that pleased.
I am, of course I am.
Well, you don't look it. What are you doing with this scabby chair?
I'm stripping it so I can paint it like I said I would.
I'm stripping it so I can paint it like I said I would.
I had Martin Platt quizzing me at lunchtime.
Quizzing you? About what?
How come I still got a roof over my head after what I've been up to?
Did he sound suspicious?
No, he wasn't suspicious at all. He was amazed.
That's good, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Shows folk believers, which is what we want.
Oh, the believers all right. That's why they keep giving me dirty looks. And the blokes at work take the mickey all day.
Oh, taking a notice of them.
Oh, it's all right for you. Everyone thinks you're a saint. I'm scum.
Of course you're not. Come here. Don't say that.
It's getting to me, Jude. I can't lift my head up. I can't look people in the eye. I feel disgusted and ashamed over something I haven't done. Something I never would do in a million years.
Didn't I tell you there was something funny going on?
Weren't you looking at it, were it?
Oh, very funny.
Where have you been all day?
Blaming social. They've had me around that job club all day.
So you haven't been back since you went out this morning?
No. Ooh,
What's the matter?
just felt a chill.
You never did.
Like a draft. Went right through me.
Well, you're about to feel another. Look.
Hello, Ken. It's me. I'm just ringing to say, can we cancel tonight? No, nothing's come up. And I know what you said, but I just think I need to be on my own. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. Bye.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try and make contact, aren't I?
Who with?
The ghost.
Why, what are you going to do? Write to her?
It's stupid. I'm going to do a Ouija board.
Well, you can count me out.
Oh, go on. It won't work unless there's two of us.
We'll get one of your mates round then.
Oh, go on.
I said no.
Not even if I let you into a little secret.
What sort of secret?
Well, a certain lad you fancy's going out clubbing on his own on Wednesday night, and I happen to know where.
Chris Collins, where?
Oh, no, that'd be telling.
All right, then. What do we do?
Well, it's obvious who's doing it. It's that Ivy Brennan.
Ivy Brennan.
You might not believe in the afterlife, Mr. Bylaw.
Why would Ivy Brennan steal 5 of Mr. Sugden's fairy cakes?
Well, it's just like Audrey Roberts said. She's upset because of her husband's death.
But our Brandy went missing long before Don Brennan died.
It did indeed.
Do you think Ivy was trying to warn Don, you know, that he might be in danger?
Janice, much as I respect
We'll have
your
to get
point
a priest in. Get him to bless all 3 houses.
Fine. But can't we get a crime prevention officer into all 3 houses first? Can't we consider changing the locks? Can't we agree to keep a lookout for anything suspicious?
I'm not taking sides, but don't you think a burglar would be more likely to steal a television than adjust the colour?
Absolutely.
That's very true.
Well, all right, if not a burglar, a prankster.
Can I say something?
Please do.
Now, I know most of you weren't keen on us lot when we moved in. No, it's no use denying it. And I'll be honest, I wasn't mad about most of you.
Les, what has this got to do with anything?
I'm just saying, something like this, it brings folk together. We're united against a common enemy.
I'll go to the bar.
Very generous, mine's a bit, sir.
Are you expecting a lot then?
Oh, I shouldn't think there were many there, Betty. Just family.
Did you phone young Nick in Canada, though, and give him the news?
Yeah.
Phoned him day after it happened.
They were very close, though, weren't they, Nick and Don?
Yeah, but it's too far to come for the funeral, isn't it?
Is this Don Brennan you're talking about?
It's his funeral day after tomorrow.
Well, I hope he rests more peacefully than his wife.
Don't ask me what I'm doing here because I don't know myself.
Well, it's really good to see you, whatever the reason.
Can you get out for a few minutes?
Yeah, hold on. Look, could you hold the fort for a couple of minutes? I have to nip out. Here goes.
Now what's going to happen?
It won't if you don't concentrate.
We've been doing this ages, he's daft.
Leanne! See that?
It were you.
Of course it weren't me! Stopped at the T. Oh. Y. A. H. Spell out my name. I. S. Toyres. Toyres what?
F. A.
T. Fat. Well, you rotten cow, you're pushing the glass.
No, I wasn't. What's all this? What's going on?
Oh, we're just doing a Ouija board. Seeing if we can get in touch with Ivy.
You what? Have you got any idea what you're playing with? Have you? No! Now, get all these letters and throw them in the bin. No, in fact, you can burn them. And you better say a prayer over them.
Oh, Mum.
Do it now, the pair of you, or you're out.
Oh, come on, love. They're only having a laugh.
Get off! I don't think it's very funny, Les. None of it. In fact, it scares me to death. Okay.
What gets me is, it's a good job you've got here. You've got people beneath you.
Yeah. And there aren't many pilots who'd swap places with me.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Is that what you came to tell me?
I came because I couldn't stop myself. Because no matter how low I've felt this last few days, it's nothing compared to how I feel when I think about never seeing you again. I don't care if you're not a pilot. You're still the man I love. John, if we could put all this behind us and make a fresh start, there'd be no more lies, would there?
If you still want me, well, now you know the truth. I wouldn't need to lie. That is, if you still want me.
That's what I want. The real you.